Galula Studio was born from the ideas of Filipa Mendes and Gustavo Macedo in 2011 that one day decided to give life to the sketches of furniture objects they had been imagining for a long time for their own homes and for those of their friends.
Reflecting the personality of its mentors, the Galula brand was born with the aim of giving a recreational and joyful character to everyday objects.
Galula, a regionalism that, in Portuguese, means yummy thing to eat, which reflects the good mood and sense of humor with which Filipa and Gustavo approach this professional project. This is the main motivation of this northern duo who want to prove that design, besides being functional, can also be fun.
They often say that their design follows the idea. Follow the function. Galula was created at a time of financial crisis. In an interview for Échappées, Bellairs from the channel France 5, see what Filipa said about it.
We started with the project when we were at university. The job opportunities were not very good at the time. So we saw the possibility of creating our objects with the factories that opened their doors to us because they had no work due to the crisis Portugal was going through in 2009 and 2010.
All products are manufactured in the north of Portugal. The process of creating and selling a Galula product, from design to shipping, takes place in the same region.
It is true that factories are very close to town, and we all have an uncle or someone in the family who has a small factory. And it seems that the grandchildren of these small industrialists have woken up and realised that they can do something with their resources. Thanks to that, we can create our own brand.
About the stakeholders of the company. Galula has between 2 and 10 employees. Galula's stakeholders are the co-founders of the company, Filipa and Gustavo, the cork supplier, the craftsman specialized in molding the cork and wood pieces, the metal and wood pieces, the metal and wood supplier, the metal and cork parts machining factory, the delivery company, and the packaging supply.
As for the process, it is only Galula that takes care of the design and makes its own packaging. For production and manufacturing, prototyping and testing, online sales, and delivery of the products to customers, Galula also uses the services of partners, suppliers in northern Portugal. The prototyping process is also carried out by themselves. With regard to the materials used by the company, Galula's strategy is based on crossing products made from viable materials and aiming for longevity. The main materials used are cork and steel. Cork has many qualities. It is one of the most sustainable materials in the world, and of course, it is one of our favorites. Steel is also present in many of our products because it is 100% recyclable, along with solid wood from certified sources.
Galula uses cork in 2 ways: the composite cork, the light one, and the expanded composite agglomerate, the dark one. The expanded cork comes from the pruning of oak trees. Everything from the pruning is used to be transformed. Nothing is wasted. The fulcur is ground in the first phase. After grinding, the final granulate is for the production of blocks. These blocks are made on a mold. They are injected with superheated steam for more or less 20 minutes. And with the high temperature, the cork expands about 30. Inside the mold, with pressure the cork granules naturally bind in their own resin, so it is a 100% natural process.
In the development of cork pieces, these are produced industrially or manually. In the industrial process, the cutting machine and the milling machine are used. In the handmade process, grinding and sanding are carried out.
The wood used for certain products is oak. Oak is a durable type of wood. Galula only uses FSC certified and controlled origin wood, which means that all the wood used comes from well-managed forests or recycled sources. The metal used is steel. Steel is low maintenance, strong and versatile. It is 100% recyclable, being the most recycled material on the planet. The incredible properties of steel allow it to be recycled continuously without diminishing its performance.
As for its process of creating steel pieces, the techniques of sheet bending, tube bending, welding with a mold to assist welding, and welding without the use of a mold are used.
About the material's finishes. Some cork products have a coating that creates a resistance to this natural material. This is a varnish specially designed for cork, which creates an almost imperceptible finish. It only darkens the cork slightly. Wooden objects have a water-based varnish that gives them a natural look, and painted objects have a special paint that brings out the grain of the wood. These superior finishes make the pieces resistant to water absorption or any humidity, to sunlight, and to daily use. This ensures that the furniture has an almost indestructible base that will stand the test of time. Galula uses a powder coating finish for all its metal products, electrostatic coating. This is one of the most durable finishes available. This finish requires little maintenance and is easy to keep clean. This finish is much firmer than conventional paint and is environmentally sustainable. The technology used during this process minimizes overspray. Dust that does not adhere to the surface can be collected and reused, minimizing waste.
Sales, virtual shop, are conducted through the Galula website and through the company's Facebook and Instagram pages. Sales, virtual shop, are made through the Galula website and through the company's Facebook and Instagram pages.
Partnerships are also made with other companies' websites where Galula sells its products, such as Designer Box, Artisan, Scar Id, and Nedges. The website of Partner Artisan is international. Thus, Galula's products are not only sold in Portugal, but also abroad.
Galula's possible competitors are DAM and Black Cork. However, when analyzing these companies and comparing them with Galula's target audience, values, and characteristics, we can see that Black Cork is not considered a direct competitor, as it is quite distant from Galula when it comes to the use of high technology and the high prices of its products, whereas DAM is already closer to Galula as it presents a balance between the use of low and high technology and presents medium high prices. From the analysis of the Canvas method, it was possible to detect that Galula's main strengths is the fact that the whole service from the acquisition of materials to the production of its products is carried out locally. Another strength is the choice of sustainable materials and the choice for handmade production, as much as its concept as a company where the design of its pieces follows the function and at the same time exudes a sense of fun. And lastly, its fair price.
Its weaknesses are not having a physical shop. The process depends on its partners to finalize the pieces, and the target public is limited by the specific choice of materials.
The threats are the Portuguese competing companies with higher economic level that have access to high technology, therefore having greater differentiation and complexity in the shapes of the final products.
The opportunities are through the choice of materials that allow circularity and unlimited shapes and results of final products, creation of greater opportunity for local production.